Hello, this is Mrs. Pullen for AP Statistics midterm review AP Stats on January 2023. And in this video, I'm going to go over problems 41 and 46. Events D and E are independent with probability of D 0.6 and the probability of D and E equal to 0.18. Which of the following are true? So the fact that we know that D and E are independent, I can use the following rule. If A and B are independent, then probability of A times the probability of B is equal to the probability of both events happening. And this is only true if A and B are independent. So I'm going to apply that rule here. So I know that the probability of D and the probability of E have to equal to the probability of D and E. I know that the probability of D is 0.6. The probability of E, I'm going to solve for, has to equal to 0.18. And so when I solve, I get that the probability of E is equal to 0.3. And we can see that choice A and B are not true. I look at the other choices and I notice that the three of them all have the word or in it, so I think of the general addition rule which appears on the reference sheet. The probability of A or B is equal to the probability of A plus the probability of B minus the probability of A and B. I'm looking for the probability of D or E. I know that the probability of D is 0.6. I just found that the probability of E is 0.3. And they gave me the probability of both events happening as 0.18. When I do the arithmetic, I find that the answer is 0.72, and that is choice D. Let's go on to 46. For flights from an airport in January, there's a 30% chance of the flight being delayed because of icy weather. If a flight is delayed because of icy weather, there's a 10% chance the flight will also be delayed because of a mechanical problem. If the flight is not delayed because of an icy weather, there's a 5% chance that it will be delayed because of a mechanical problem. If one flight is selected at random from the airport in January, what is the probability the flight selected will have at least one of these two types of delays? I think the easiest way of doing these problems is with the tree diagram. So let's start off with our branch. So we know that the flight is either delayed due to ice or it's not delayed for ice. There is a 30% chance it's delayed for ice. Therefore, it's a 70% chance it's not. I can now branch further. It's possible that you can have a delay due to ice and mechanical problem, and you can get that from here. If a flight is delayed because of icy weather, there's a 10% chance it will also be delayed because of a mechanical problem. So I'm going to say M for mechanical. Let me get red out. And this is not mechanical. And we're going to do the same thing here. And I try to be consistent with my lettering so I don't get myself confused. And they said 10%. That means there's a 90% on this branch. And when I read further, it says if the flight is not delayed, we're in this branch, due to icy weather, there's a 5% chance the delay is mechanical. And that means there's a 95% chance that no ice and no mechanical delay. In other words, your plane's on time. Okay. You're going to then apply the general multiplication rule and multiply these out. So that's 0.03. 0.3 times 0.9 is 0.27. 0.7 times 0.05 is 0.035. And 0.95 times 0.7 is 0.665. And if you add all these down, you're going to get that the probability sum to 1. That's a good double check for yourself. The problem's asking what is the probability that the flight selected will have at least one of the two types of delays. So at least one means mechanical or ice or both. And you don't need the general multiplication rule for this. You just have to look at the choices. So we can see that I'm going to start with a green. Here is both ice and mechanical. Here is ice only. Here's mechanical only. And I'm not starting the last one because that's no delay. So the probability at least one type of delay that would be equal to the 0.03 plus the 0.27 plus the 0.035. And when you add that, that turns out to be 0.335. And that is choice B. I hope this video helped. If there are other examples you would like me to do with the video, just please send me a remind message and I'm happy to make a quick video for you. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.